Well, hello. Thank you for stopping by. Today is Friday, February 5th. February 5th. And we do have a birthday today. Today is Kathleen Farron's birthday, Farren, or is it Farron? I think it's Farron. Farron? Kathleen, you get a song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kathleen. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you have a great day. It's really cold here today. We got snow and ice yesterday, so Jim went out with the snowblower today, and he said that even with the snowblower, it was kind of hard to shovel because it was like heavy snow with the ice into it. But we only got maybe 2 inches, if that. But I did have to go out today, and I went to the dollar store, Kim. We have a crappy dollar store, we really do, but there was a couple things that I had to get for somebody, and so I just went and got them and just went over to the post office and mailed it to them. But I'm not a dollar store person, but I know that this, sometimes you can get something that's cheaper and it's just as good. But other than that, I've just been sitting around. I watched my final episode of Schitt's Creek on Netflix, and I was a little sad. I really liked that show. It was 6 seasons. I kind of binge watched it over the last week or two, and I knew it was coming to an end. And like my books, I knew that I only had 4 more episodes to go, so I stopped watching last week because I thought I've only got 4 more episodes to go. Kind of like when I read my books, I don't read the last 2 chapters. I stop reading because I don't want it to end. I want it to end as I'm watching it, or reading it rather, but then when I get to the end, it's like, no, let's let it go on a little bit longer. And so I finished watching those this afternoon. Sad that a TV show gives me so much enjoyment, but it's a really funny show. I really like it, although I do like Eugene Levy, and I really love his son, Daniel Levy, which I've never seen him in anything other than this. But Eugene Levy, I've seen him in so many comedies that, I like him. And Catherine O'Hara, oh my gosh, she's like perfect. She was in Beetlejuice. I just love her. She does really well. So if you have Netflix, it's kind of like a weird kind of humor, but I love the show. I absolutely love the show. And then what else did I do? My puzzle's all done, so I didn't have a puzzle to work on. I'm all caught up with my YouTube videos, although now I've noticed that just before I came on here, I was looking and people have uploaded during the day, so now I have something to watch tonight. But it's just, I don't know. I did have today a 1.2 gain, which proves to me that when I'm going to count my calories, you have to do it 7 days out of 7. Because the week before, when I counted it 7 days out of 7, I had a 1 pound loss. But this week, I only counted my calories 4 out of the 7 days, and so I had a 1.2 gain. So, and I'm really kind of fine with that. I really am. I've just, things go by so slow and go by so fast at the same time. If you really think about it, it was a year ago today that we were really just beginning to hear about COVID-19. We were just hearing about this pandemic that was going to come and hit our lands. And some people were saying it was going to be over quick, and other people were saying it was going to take a long time. I know that back year, like February and March last year in 2020, when they said, well, we really won't go back to normal till probably the early part of January, February of 2022, I went, pshaw, that's not going to happen. That's almost 2 years away. They'll forget it. This is not a made-for-TV movie, because this would be a good made-for-TV movie. This would be like something you could watch on TV and think, well, I wonder how I react to that. Well, now we're living this movie. And you know what? Let's roll the final credits, because I'm done with this movie. We don't need to hold this movie any longer. I'm not going to hold on for the last 2 chapters of this movie. Finish it. Kaput. Bing. Put a pin in it. It's done. Because I'm just done. I really am done. Although I know even with the vaccines and everything, they're even still saying, or maybe they're hoping for Christmas to be like back to a normal Christmas. So, and that's a whole year away. But as far as my weight journey, it was the same thing. I've been doing this for 4 years, and I really thought I'd hit my goal by now, and I really haven't hit my goal yet. Although I've had a lot of personal goals, And I'm really happy with the success I've had along the way. I'm learning what my triggers are. Not to say that they stop me from doing wrong, because even though I know it's a trigger, I still carry out with that. I still pull that trigger. And but I've learned how to control it. I've learned my aim, as they say, you know. I've learned how to stop it faster than I did in the past. And I really do think that sometimes, like, because I like that meme that I had at the beginning, that sometimes you just got to unplug. You just really do got to unplug yourself. You know, like if you're, my cable box back here always freezes up. And I always have to unplug it, and then reboot it, and then it works fine for like probably a month. And then I got to unplug it again, and then reboot it again. Same with your computers. You got to shut them down every once in a while. They just need to get rebooted, and I think that's what I need right now. I need a reboot, and I know that, as silly as it sounds, when Lent comes on the 17th of February, I'll be back in it gung-ho. I know it, and I don't understand why I can't use that same logic the rest of the year. I really don't. I just, why are these? I mean, I understand biblically and faithfully and all that part of my religion, why these 6 weeks matter. I understand that part of it. But in the same sense, I wonder, why is that 6 weeks more important than the rest of your life, when you should really be taking care of the temple that you have? And sometimes, most times, I don't appreciate that, and I really think I should be doing better with that. And like I said, I've made a lot of bad decisions in the past, but it doesn't do me any good to dwell on the past, because just dwelling on it's not going to change it. I have to learn from the past. And I've learned quite a bit from my past. I really have. And I've learned my triggers, like I said. I've learned what's going to set me off. I learned where I go wrong, and I do better at fixing it. Maybe I still have to fix it, but I fix it way faster than I did in the past. I just know that I do. And so, with all that being said, I do have, I did like the meme that I put on there about a dream without a goal is you need a plan. I forget exactly how it goes, but I think it's something like a dream without a goal, a dream, how does that go? Oh, a dream written down leads to a goal, and a goal with a plan leads to action, and an action leads to success. I guess that's not exactly the right word for what it is, but that's the interpretation that I got out of it. So I do have a goal of reaching Wonderland, or at least my 100 pounds by Easter, which is in 9 weeks, which means I have to lose a little over a pound and a half a week, probably a little over a pound and a half a week, which is totally doable. I know, like I always say, well, you know, when you're older, it's harder to lose weight. Well, it's not impossible, and I could do it if I really put my mind to it. I know I can, because I have done it in the past. So that's my goal. And then my plan of action is just to really be more aware of what I'm going to do. I do plan on, during Lent, not eating in between meals, not snacking mindlessly like I have been, like just picking up a couple nuts here, a pretzel rod here, a sugar-free Jell-O here. Even though they're sugar-free, they're still calories. I need to portion size my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I need to balance it more with more proteins and some carbs. Not too many carbs, because my body can't handle carbs. You have to know your body types too. So I just know that I know that this is the time. This is come Ash Wednesday, and when I say I'm going to fast, what I mean this year, I don't mean that I'm not going to eat. If you were with me last year on Good Friday, I fasted for the day, which to me meant I didn't eat, and I ended up fainting. 911 was called. I had paramedics and firemen in my house. They had to help me get back to the bed. I had quite the scare. Don't want to do that again. I don't want to do that again. So when I say I'm going to fast, my interpretation of fasting is to eat a balanced breakfast, balanced lunch, balanced dinner. Have one snack in between the day, which I know is eating between meals, but I'm going to figure out a snack somewhere along the day. Drink plenty of water, and drink my tea and things like that. But really follow a better plan. think if I put it up as a sacrifice, you know, like Catholic, you're supposed to give up candy or cookies or something like that. I was watching Stephen Colbert, and he had Father, oh, I can't remember his name. I wish I could remember his name. It was Father John or Father, anyway, he has a book out that's called Learning How to Pray. But he was saying that he has a really good Jewish friend. When he was in college, they were in college together before he went to the seminary, and the Jewish friend ended up being a rabbi. But before they went on their separate paths, they went to college for their basic classes together. And, you know, like they were trying to learn each other's faith. And the Jewish friend was saying, why is it such a sacrifice if you're deciding what you're going to give up for Lent? Shouldn't someone else decide for you? And then the priest, wish I could remember his name. If I can figure it, I'll put it right here. The priest said, you know, that's really good. So they've been friends now for, I think they said 40 years, something like that. And every Ash Wednesday, the Jewish rabbi calls the priest and tells him what he's supposed to give up for Lent. And he said that works for him. I kind of like that concept. But I don't want you telling me what to give up for Lent, because I know you'll tell me to give up my berries. And I can't give up my berries, which I should, but I won't. And I'm being honest with you, I won't. Because Jesus wouldn't ask me to give up my berries. I don't think he would. But if he did, I would. But unless Jesus comes out and tells me to give up berries, I'm not giving up my berries. But I did kind of like that concept. So that's why I'm not giving up like candies or cookies or stuff like that. I'm not eating those things anyhow. I am just going to find something that will be difficult for me to do. And something difficult for me to do will be not to mindlessly snack on things without thinking about it. So, anyway. I guess that's it for now. So, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, share it if you think somebody might like to see it. Always, always, always believe in yourself. And stay safe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.